Hello. Live from the Port of Miami. We are aboard the Celebrity Summit. We are heading to the Bahamas very shortly. I just wanted to get on here. I don't know if you can see the topic that I put at the top, but this is a celebrity cruise ship, and I thought I would go live with you guys and chat about if you're a first-time cruiser. My boyfriend is actually on board with me, and this is his first cruise. And I just did a 15-day celebrity cruise back in May. So I thought I'd share the sights with you guys. We're about to leave the port and just talk all things cruising. You can ask me any questions about Miami or even the Bahamas. But we are going to get rolling here pretty soon. And yeah, thought we'd have a fun little chat about cruising. And I will do a walk around the ship. So this is actually downtown Miami, if anyone is joining me not from Miami. This is downtown Miami in the Brickell area. I don't know if you can see the Ferris wheel. And here is the Miami River. And I will go on the other side and we'll get a view of South Beach. We're on this side. But yeah, if you're joining this live, feel free to drop any questions about cruising, visiting Miami, traveling in Miami, or the Bahamas. I was just in the Bahamas in June for a month, and so very familiar with the Bahamas, heading to Bimini and Nassau on this trip, and I was in Freeport this past June. So yeah, if you're joining, I'm aboard the Celebrity Summit right now, and thought it'd be fun to get on and show you the sights. Got the Carnival sunrise coming in, and also just chat all things cruising. And feel free to ask me anything about cruising. Feel free to ask me anything about Miami or the Bahamas. So this trip, we're heading to Nassau, Pearl Island, and Bimini, and I just spent a month in Freeport. So this will be, gosh, I don't know, probably my 10th cruise, and this is my partner's first. So if you're thinking about booking a cruise, feel free to ask me anything. If you're feeling apprehensive, I know he was. If not, we can talk about Miami too. This is Edgewater. If you are just joining, on the other side was Brickell, downtown Miami. This is what's known as Edgewater. This way would be Fort Lauderdale. Here is the Carnival sunrise coming into port. And this is South Beach, down over here. And we will be heading out of the Port of Miami here in about an hour, I believe. Looks like they're having fun. Look at them. But yeah, feel free to ask anything about Miami, anything about cruising. If you want to know anything about the Bahamas, I have tons of information about the Bahamas, and I'll have more coming out after this trip as well. I'm constantly trying to give new content on Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I wonder if someone is streaming this live on the other side. Maybe they see me. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're screaming out of joy and celebration. but we should be leaving out of the port of Miami in about an hour. They already blew the first horn kind of as a warning that we're about to leave. I think everyone needs to be aboard about 4:30. But yeah, if you're just now joining, feel free to ask any questions about cruising, any questions about the Bahamas. I'll try and answer them. And of course, any questions about traveling and eating and drinking in Miami. This is South Beach, Miami. This way is Fort Lauderdale. If you took this waterway, you would end up in Fort Lauderdale. And on the other side of the ship is downtown Brickell. This is kind of like Edgewater area that the ship is currently blocking. But we should be sailing out of here in about an hour. So I just wanted to come on here again, show you the sights, and see if anybody has any chat about cruising. I think this is my 10th cruise. I just got back from a big cruise. I did a Florida to California back in May. So if you're interested in that content's there. Went to 5 different countries. This will be a shorter trip. This is only 4 days. These towers over here, I don't know if you can see them. These towers are like around 60th Street on Miami Beach. Pretty cool area. Very nice hotels. A little bit more upscale than the traditional South Beach. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions about traveling or visiting Miami. And I'll try and direct your questions as best as I can, or any cruise questions that you have. But I'm excited. I've never been to Nassau. And I still haven't made it to Bimini, so this will be the first visit to both. Back in June, I spent a month in Freeport, had the time of my life. It's very different than Nassau. Nassau tends to be, from what I'm hearing, it's very built up. There's a lot of people, which Freeport was like no people and pretty quiet. So it'll be very interesting to see the difference in islands. And then Bimini, there's that, but I'm going to say it wrong, so bear with me, but it's like a Balearia day cruise, Balearia, or I'm not sure how you say it, but you can do a day cruise to Bimini, which I've never done. It looks a bit expensive. That's always what kind of holds me back. It's like $280 something for the day. And usually if you kind of dig around if you search in cruises, you can usually get a whole cruise for like $300. So it hasn't seemed worth the money to do a day trip to Bimini when you can do a whole cruise, like a 3 or 4 day cruise, for about the same amount of money. But yeah, let me know where you guys are from. And if you're visiting Miami, if you have any questions, or thinking about heading to the Bahamas. You can also watch the ship dock too. It's kind of interesting watching them dock. So if you're not familiar with cruising, Carnival tends to be a very affordable ship, very family friendly. A lot of people have their opinions about Carnival. I've gone on one before. It was fine. I'm actually on Celebrity, which is the kind of older sister of Royal Caribbean. And it tends to be kind of older adults, not very many children. It tends to be a little bit more like upscale. And coincidentally, I feel like it's about the same on price. It's just a very different crowd. Carnival, I don't know if anybody was watching when they were going by, it's more of like a party vibe, whereas Celebrity almost feels like you're kind of at a more luxury hotel. So if you're looking to relax, Celebrity is definitely your pick. If you're looking to party, Carnival is a great option. Royal Caribbean's also a good option too. They're kind of in the middle, I'd feel, of party and relaxation. I'm gonna watch this cruise ship dock. I guess they're gonna dock right there. We'll see. But if you're joining, I am aboard the Celebrity Summit in the Port of Miami, and wanted to get on and show you guys some of the Miami skyline and just talk all things Miami cruising. So if you have any questions about either, please let me know. And if not, we'll just sit here and watch this ship dock. If you're not familiar with Miami too, this is Edgewater, the Edgewater skyline that we see in the background. Behind me would be downtown Miami and Brickell. And so if you continue down the waterway this way or in a car this way, you would eventually hit Fort Lauderdale. And this is South Beach. And we will be leaving out of the port. So down here at the end is called South Point Pier. If you come to Miami, if you're visiting South Beach, it's definitely put that on your bucket list. It's a great walk. It's a great view. You can watch the cruise ships come in and out. There's sometimes dolphins. But it's like one of my favorite things to tell people to do if they're coming to South Beach, because it's beautiful and it's cheap. Obviously it's free, or you can even rent a bike and go, but it's one of my favorite things. So put that on your list. For South Beach, maybe also put, obviously going to the beach. And there's some good restaurants on South Beach. There's a great Mexican food restaurant in the Moxie Hotel. My other favorite is Call Me Gabby, which is a Italian restaurant. It is divine. And let's see, Edgewater, I haven't spent too much time. Oh, there goes the ship. It's turning, fully turned now. But yeah, if you are just joining, I am aboard the Celebrity Summit, heading to Nassau, Bimini, and Pearl Island in the Bahamas, in the Port of Miami. So yeah, just wanted to share the view and answer any questions about visiting Miami that anyone might have, or if you're a first-time cruiser. My partner that's on board with me now is a first-time cruiser. So he had a lot of questions, and yeah, so feel free to ask anything food and travel, cruise, or Miami related. But this whole stretch, I don't know if you're familiar, this whole kind of stretch in front of us, this is all Miami Beach, and then it gets down to South Beach. If you were to continue on this waterway, you would hit Fort Lauderdale. This is Edgewater, and behind me, if we were on the other side of the cruise ship, you would be able to see downtown Miami and Brickell. But this is a Carnival cruise ship. I don't know if you can see it on the side. This is a Carnival cruise ship. I don't know if y'all were watching any of y'all were watching when they went by. It tends to be a much livelier cruise ship than Celebrity. So more party, a younger crowd, lots of kids. And in my experience, Celebrity tends to be quieter, more of an older crowd. A little bit more upscale in the food and the overall experience. I mean, when you get back onto a Celebrity cruise, they give you spa water and cold towels. So that's kind of a big difference that you will not find on other cruises. Even their sister ship, Royal Caribbean, I would say is more upscale than Carnival, but it's not the level that Celebrity is. I don't know where they're gonna dock. Maybe they're docking in front of us, because they came in through the port already. So I think, yeah, they probably are going in front of us. Usually the cruise ships are lined up here. If you're not familiar with the port of Miami, usually there's 4 or 5 ships in port. And today, the Celebrity cruise, when we were coming down on the road, it was only this ship. So they're gonna go again. They were celebrating, they were hollering at us, so maybe they'll do that again. I miss Miami. Yes, come to Miami. We miss you. I hope you're doing well today. Staying warm. Sending you positive vibes, positive warm vibes. Here. Yeah, I think these guys are gonna dock in front of us. They're hilarious. I don't know if you can hear the music, but they're playing rap music and they're all hollering, and they're coming back from their cruise, so I'm sure the liquor has been flowing. Oh, look at them. I don't know if you can see them, but they're dancing our direction. Marriott Biscayne Bay has a great view of the cruise terminals while watching the ships turn around. You know, I haven't been there, but I see them on Resort Pass, I think, and it does look like they have a great view. Hello, my friend. Hello, my birthday twin. How are you? I am not missing work, as you can see. No problem, Johnny. Just wanted to share. If you're just now joining, I'm aboard the Celebrity Summit. We're heading to 3 different locations in the Bahamas. And I just wanted to share the sights of Miami. It's so beautiful today. If you have any questions about visiting Miami, where to eat, where to drink, what to do, cruising. My partner is a first-time cruiser. I think I've been on 10 cruises. So yeah, we can chat about all things cruise and Miami. As we watch this Carnival, I think they're gonna dock in front of us, because they turned around. If anybody wants to know, this is my future job right here. The pilot boat. Oh no, that's not the pilot boat. Or maybe they are. Usually it says pilot. I would like to be the pilot boat driver when I retire. If anybody is a pilot boat driver and can hook me up with that job, let me know. Paula, what is your question? If you're not familiar with, if you're just joining, you're not familiar with Miami, this is Edgewater. Behind us is Brickell in downtown Miami. If you were to continue down this waterway, it eventually turns into the Intercoastal Waterway, and you will hit Fort Lauderdale, and you can actually go all the way up to Boston, I believe it is, on the Intercoastal Waterway. Hi, Lupe. Hope you are well too. Thanks for joining. Let's be pilot boat drivers together, Jamie. I think that's a good job for us. I don't know where this ship is going, but I would like to know. Oh, and then of course this is South Beach in the distance here. And then there's this thing. This would be kind of a cool, easy job too. They just go up and down the beach and display advertisements. That sounds like a pretty easy job. But I would love to be, I think this is the police right here. But I would love to be a pilot boat driver for sure. But, all right, let's see. Let's check on this. No, I don't know where they're going. Who knows? Maybe they're just coming to say hello and then leaving. But anyways, I'm going to go grab a cocktail before we head out of here, and I hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks so much for joining. Beautiful view. I need to go out there one of these days. Yes, cousin, come down. This is South Beach, Miami. That is towards Fort Lauderdale. That is some of downtown Miami, and behind us is Brickell, Miami. But all right, well, I'm gonna go grab a cocktail before we sail out, but I might do another live in a little bit as we're leaving. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope everyone's having a good day, and if you don't join the next live, then I'll catch you guys in the Bahamas. Tomorrow we will be in Nassau, and then taking an excursion, getting on a smaller boat and going to Pearl Island, which I never heard of until I booked this cruise. It's supposed to be spectacular. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.